There's a certain quiet magic to the middle of the night, when the world slows down and the stars keep watch outside the window. For many, it's a time of deep rest and soft dreams. But for others, especially as the years go by, those peaceful hours are interrupted, not by noise or worry, but by the steady urge to get up again and again just to visit the bathroom. It might seem like a small thing, just a trip across the room, a flick of the light, a quick return to bed. But over time, these nightly interruptions steal more than sleep. They chip away at our energy, our mood, and even the joy of simply waking up refreshed. If you or someone you love has found yourself watching the clock at 2 a.m., sighing as you shuffle your feet toward the toilet once more, know this: you're not alone, and there are gentle, proven ways to help. This isn't just about the bladder. It's about restoring something deeply human: rest, comfort, and the quiet dignity of a full night's sleep. Let's explore 10 kind and effective ways to help you reclaim your nights, one peaceful hour at a time. Tip number 1, limit fluids in the evening, but don't go thirsty. Sometimes it's the simplest habits that hold the biggest power. And when it comes to reducing those nightly trips to the toilet, the first place we look is the glass in our hand. Now, let's be clear. We're not saying stop drinking water altogether. No, hydration is still your best friend. But like a good friend, it should know when to give you space. As we age, the body changes in small, quiet ways. Our kidneys work a little differently. The bladder might hold a bit less than before. And for many seniors, the natural signals that tell the body it's time to pee become a bit louder at night than during the day. So here's a gentle shift that can make a big difference. Try to drink most of your fluids earlier in the day between morning and late afternoon. Let your body use what it needs while the sun is still up. Then, in the hours after dinner, say 2 to 3 hours before bed, begin to ease back. Sip only what you need. A small glass of water is fine, especially if you're taking evening medication. But avoid large cups of tea, coffee, or juice close to bedtime. Some even find that warm herbal tea, like chamomile, earlier in the evening helps relax the mind, while cutting fluids after that allows the body to stay undisturbed through the night. It's not about restriction, it's about rhythm. Think of your bladder like a gentle drum. It plays best when the rhythm is calm and predictable. Let your evenings be quiet, your body unburdened, and your rest uninterrupted, because every full night's sleep is a small gift to your heart, your memory, your mood, and your joy the next morning. Tip number 2, empty your bladder twice before bed. Here's something beautifully simple, something most of us have overlooked. You see, the body doesn't always work in straight lines. Sometimes it needs a little reminder or a second chance. That's where this small trick comes in. It's called double voiding, and for many seniors, it's been a quiet game changer. The idea is gentle. Instead of just going to the toilet once before bed, go twice, yes twice, not all at once, of course. You simply use the bathroom once as part of your usual bedtime routine, brush your teeth, maybe do a little reading. Then return 20 to 30 minutes later and go again. Why? Because our bladders aren't always great at completely emptying, especially as we age. That first trip might feel like enough, but a little urine can remain behind. Just enough to whisper to you at 2 a.m., time to wake up. Double voiding gives the bladder a gentle nudge saying, are you sure you're done for the night? It's not about forcing anything. Just give yourself the space, relax, take a moment to sit fully on the toilet, not rushed, not tense. For men, sitting instead of standing can sometimes help fully empty the bladder too. And while this may sound small, its impact is not. A full bladder at bedtime is like a ticking clock, but an empty one? That's permission to rest, deeply, sweetly, without interruption, because after all you've given and all you've faced, you deserve that kind of rest. So tonight, before bed, try it. Just one more quiet trip. Not a chore, more like a little gift to yourself. If this video brought a smile to your face or warmed your heart, don't forget to tap the like button. Tip number 3, Keep your legs elevated before bed. Sometimes, our bodies carry quiet burdens, ones we barely notice until the night comes. One of those burdens is fluid. You see, as we grow older, it's common for a bit of extra fluid to collect. In our legs and ankles during the day, gravity, slow circulation, a little less movement than we used to have, they all play their part. And here's the curious thing. That same fluid, it doesn't just stay there when we lie down at night. The body starts to redistribute that trapped fluid, finally free from gravity's pull. And as that fluid moves back into the bloodstream, guess where it ends up? Yes, filtered by the kidneys, turning into urine. So even if you didn't drink too much, your body suddenly has extra liquid to deal with. Just as you're trying to sleep, now here's the gentle solution. Try elevating your legs for 60 minutes in the early evening, not at midnight, not after you've already gotten up to pee 3 times. Do it before bedtime. Simply lie back in your favorite chair or on the bed. And prop your legs up with a couple of pillows high enough so your feet are above heart level. If possible, it's a quiet ritual, a signal to your body. Let's handle this now so we can rest later. You can listen to soft music, enjoy a book, or close your eyes and breathe. This small act isn't just about reducing nighttime urination. It's about care. Caring for your legs, your heart, and your sleep. Because sleep isn't just a break between days. It's how your body heals, how your mind restores itself, and how your spirit gathers strength for tomorrow. So tonight, give your legs a little lift. You've carried so much in this life. Let them rest so that you can rest too. Tip number 4. Watch out for hidden caffeine and alcohol. Sometimes, it's not what we do right before bed that wakes us up. It's what we sipped at lunch, or with dinner, or during that lovely chat with an old friend. We often hear about caffeine and alcohol affecting sleep. But for seniors, the effects go deeper than just restlessness. They speak quietly to the bladder. Let's start with caffeine. We all know it's in coffee and tea, but many forget it hides in chocolate, cola drinks, and even some painkillers. Caffeine is a diuretic. That means it tells your kidneys, let's get rid of more water. And the result? You guessed it, more urine. So that delicious cup of black tea in the afternoon might still be whispering to your bladder hours later. And alcohol, it does the same, but with a twist. It not only makes you pee more, it also blocks the hormone that helps your body hold on to water overnight, so you end up releasing even more than you drank. And as your body loses water, it tries to recover during the night, waking you to refill and release again and again. Now, we're not saying give up every glass of wine or that evening cocoa, but it's about timing and awareness. Try this. Avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. and limit alcohol in the evening, especially if you've noticed those 3 a.m. wake-up calls becoming routine. Even that cup of hot chocolate. Look for caffeine-free versions. Many exist and taste just as lovely. And remember, herbal teas like rooibos or chamomile are beautiful companions to bedtime. They soothe the mind and the bladder alike. We're not trying to take away joy. We're simply making room for quieter nights, fewer interruptions, and sweeter dreams. Because at this stage in life, you've earned the right to sleep peacefully and wake feeling refreshed, not weary. One small change, one gentle choice sometimes. That's all it takes. Tip number 5. Manage medications that may increase urine production. There are moments in life when we follow the rules. Take our medicine, do what the doctor says, and yet our nights feel broken. We lie awake, not from pain or worry, but from a gentle, persistent urge. Time to go again. What many don't realize is that some medications, even the ones meant to help us, can quietly increase urine production. And when taken at the wrong time, they turn our peaceful nights into frequent visits to the toilet. Let's talk about diuretics. They're often prescribed for high blood pressure, heart conditions, or swelling in the legs. They work by helping the body remove excess fluid, which is wonderful during the day. But if taken too late, they can flood your bladder during the night instead. So here's something worth discussing, not with fear, but with curiosity and care. Ask your doctor or pharmacist if any of your medications act as diuretics or cause increased urination. If they do, perhaps there's room to adjust the timing. Maybe a morning dose could serve you better than one at 6 p.m. Or maybe a lower evening dose, if medically safe, could ease the pressure on your bladder. Never stop or adjust a medication on your own, of course, but open a conversation, because your comfort, your sleep matters just as much as your blood pressure. And it's not just diuretics, some antidepressants, calcium channel blockers, and even certain cold medications can have side effects that affect the bladder. Our bodies change, and the way they respond to medicine does, too. This isn't about blaming pills. It's about partnership between you and your doctor, between your body and your choices, so you can sleep, not as someone managing symptoms, but as someone reclaiming peace, because every hour of uninterrupted sleep is not just rest, it's a gift of clarity, strength, and calm for the day ahead. Tip number 6. Keep a calm, consistent sleep routine. Sleep is not something we command. It's something we invite, and like any good guest, it needs the right atmosphere, a gentle rhythm, a home that feels familiar. One of the most powerful ways to reduce nighttime urination isn't just about the bladder, it's about your entire sleep routine. Because a restless mind often wakes before the bladder does. When we go to bed at different hours each night, when we watch television until our eyes blur, or scroll through news and worries in the dark, we confuse the body. We teach it that sleep is optional, that waking up is normal, but it doesn't have to be this way. Let's return to something softer, simpler, a calm and consistent bedtime ritual. Start by setting a gentle wind-down time, perhaps 30 to 60 minutes before sleep. Turn down the lights, turn off bright screens, listen to soft music, stretch a little, or read something light, not stressful, not stimulating, just something that allows the mind to exhale. You could even light a candle for a few minutes, or sip warm herbal tea caffeine-free. Of course, let your body know the day is done. You're safe now. It's time to rest. And try to go to bed and wake at the same time every day, even on weekends, because your body has a clock and it listens. When you speak to it with regular rhythms, it starts to trust you again. That trust shows up in deep, healing sleep, in fewer midnight awakenings, and yes, in fewer trips to the bathroom. Sometimes we chase complicated solutions, when what we truly need is ritual, a moment to slow down, a rhythm to return to, because after everything you've been through, in life you deserve rest that feels sacred. So tonight, begin a new tradition, a routine not of rules, but of kindness. Sleep doesn't need to be a struggle. It can be a homecoming. Tip number 7. Stay active during the day. There's a quiet truth we often forget. The quality of our night depends on how we live our day. Our bodies, even as they age, were made to move, to stretch, to walk, to sway with rhythm. But when movement fades, when we sit too long, nap too often, or stop challenging our muscles, something else happens too. Sleep becomes restless, the bladder becomes more active, and the night begins to feel longer than the day. Physical activity isn't just about muscles or heart health, it's deeply connected to our internal clock. When we move during the day, especially outdoors in natural light, we send a powerful message to our brain. This is daytime. Save the rest for later. That message sets the rhythm for everything, including how often you wake up to pee. And here's the good news. You don't need to run marathons. You don't need to sweat buckets. You simply need to move a short walk in the morning, gentle stretches in the afternoon, Tai Chi, dancing in the kitchen, light gardening, or even standing up during TV commercials. It all adds up. Movement also helps reduce fluid buildup in the legs. So when you lie down at night, there's less fluid shifting and fewer messages to your bladder. And perhaps more importantly, you'll feel tired in the best way, not from stress, but from honest living. If you can, try getting 10 to 30 minutes of daylight each morning. Even just sitting by a sunny window while moving your feet can help reset your inner sleep-wake clock. Remember, motion is a kind of medicine. It doesn't just help you sleep, it helps you feel alive. So let your body move in joy, in simplicity, in freedom, not to prove anything, not to meet a number, but to whisper to yourself, I'm still here, I'm still strong, and I still deserve rest. Tip number 8. Strengthen the pelvic floor. There are muscles we see in the mirror, and then there are the quiet ones, the hidden ones, the ones that hold us together when no one's watching. The pelvic floor is one of those quiet heroes. It sits like a small, strong hammock at the base of your body, supporting your bladder, your bowel, and for women, the uterus too. And as we age through childbirth, surgeries, or simply the passing of time, these muscles can weaken, and when they do, the result may be more leaks, more urgency, more nighttime trips to the toilet. But here's the gentle truth. These muscles can be strengthened. No matter your age, no matter your history, with simple, discrete exercises, known as Kegel exercises, you can rebuild the strength of your pelvic floor. You don't need a gym. You don't need equipment. You only need a little awareness and a bit of patience. Here's how to begin. Next time you urinate, try stopping the flow midstream, just once. As a test, the muscles you use to stop the flow. That's your pelvic floor now. When you're not in the bathroom, gently contract those same muscles, hold for about 3 seconds. Then release. Do this 10 times, 3 times a day. No one can see you doing it. You can practice while sitting, standing, even lying down. Over weeks and months, these small efforts build big changes. Your bladder becomes more supported. That sudden urge becomes quieter. And your confidence, especially at night, begins to return. If you're unsure whether you're doing them correctly, a pelvic floor therapist or nurse can guide you with kindness and care. Remember, this isn't about being perfect. It's about reconnecting with your own strength. One breath, one squeeze at a time. Because dignity doesn't disappear with age. It just asks for attention. And your body, even now, is listening, waiting to be loved, not just managed. Tip number 9. Rethink your bedroom setup. Sometimes it's not the bladder's fault we're awake. Sometimes it's the bedroom. Let's pause and ask ourselves, is my bedroom truly helping me rest or quietly waking me up? You see, our sleeping space isn't just where we lie down. It's where the body decides whether it feels safe enough to stay asleep. And for many seniors, especially those who wake up at night to pee, the layout of the bedroom could be making things harder than they need to be. First, think about the path to the bathroom. Is it clear? Is it safe? Are there obstacles or rug that curls at the edges? A slipper half hidden in the dark? A low step you always forget? A simple trip to the loo shouldn't feel like an obstacle course. Install night lights, soft, warm ones that guide your way without shocking your eyes awake. Motion sensor lights can be especially helpful. No fumbling for switches. No harsh glares. Next, consider the bed height too low, and you struggle to get out too high, and your feet dangle dangerously. Ideally, when you sit at the edge, your knees should be at the same level as your hips, stable, comfortable, safe. Now, about your bedding, is it breathable? Too many layers can cause overheating and waking up. Choose fabrics that keep you warm but let your skin breathe. And what about the clock? If it glows too brightly or ticks too loudly, it may be adding stress you don't need. Try turning it away from view or switch to a quieter one. Finally, make your bedroom a place of peace, not a workspace, not a cluttered corner, not a room of unfinished projects. Let it be your sanctuary, a soft invitation to sleep, because when your space feels calm, your body listens, and that calm, it can carry you through the night, bladder, and all. Small changes in your room may lead to big changes in your rest. And restful nights mean brighter mornings. Tip number 10. Talk to a doctor about nocturia. Sometimes we carry a discomfort. For so long, it starts to feel normal. Waking up 3, 4, even 5 times a night becomes just how things are now. We joke about it. We endure it. We try one more home remedy and hope it helps, but let's be clear. frequent nighttime urination, or nocturia, is not something we must simply accept. It's a signal, and it deserves to be heard, because sometimes the cause isn't just age. It could be an underlying medical condition like diabetes, sleep apnea, or a prostate issue. Sometimes it's a side effect of medication. Other times, it's something simpler and solvable. And here's the thing. Doctors want to help, not to lecture, not to judge, but to support you, to listen to the full picture of your nights, your worries, your life. You might feel embarrassed. You might think, oh, it's just part of getting older. But your rest matters, your comfort matters. And even if a doctor can't fix everything, they can guide you with tools, treatments, or referrals that you might not find on your own. You've navigated decades of challenges, changes, triumphs, and losses. You've been strong. This is not a weakness. It's simply a chapter where asking for help is another form of strength. So please don't carry the burden alone. A short conversation could mean deeper sleep, more energy, fewer falls, less anxiety. You deserve that. You've earned nights of calm, of peace, of staying in bed not because you must, but because you can. So as this video comes to a close, remember this. Waking at night to pee may be common, but it's not your fate. With a little care, a little courage, and perhaps a little conversation with your doctor, you may find the rest. You've been missing, because every good day begins with a night that lets you stay asleep. So, dear friends, we've come to the end of our gentle journey, a journey through the night, not with fear, but with hope. Because even after 70, even after sleepless years and tired mornings, better nights are still possible. Let's quickly recall, from sipping smartly in the evening to strengthening your pelvic floor, from creating a peaceful bedroom to simply speaking to a kind doctor, each step is a whisper to your body. You are still worthy of rest. You see, sleep is not a luxury. It's not a prize for the young. It is your right at every age. So tonight, as you prepare for bed, remember one small thing you can change. Try it and let your body feel the difference, one gentle night at a time. If this video touched your heart, gave you comfort, or helped you feel a little less alone, please give it a thumbs up. It tells us this message matters. Got a tip of your own? Or a question that's still lingering? Share it in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story. And if you know someone, a parent, a friend, a neighbor who quietly struggles through the night, share this video with them. It might be the kindness they didn't know they needed. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more gentle guides like this, made with care, made for you. From our heart to yours, thank you for watching. Thank you for trusting us with your time, and most of all, thank you for taking care of you. Sleep well tonight. You deserve it.